podcast, and I will do this as often as I can. You know, till the election day in 2023. Uh, Today, I want to talk about job creation in Nigeria. I've spent the last couple of days talking about fixing power, and the title in Nigeria, which I got from the title of my book, "Liberating Nigeria: A Guide to Winning Elections and Reviving Our Country," with forward by Femi Falana SAN, which I published 3 years ago. It's available on Amazon, anywhere around the world. It's also at Roving Heights, Lagos, um, Booksellers Ibadan, several other big stores around Nigeria. And I talked about power in the last few days, and there's still many things to say about power, but I'd like to move on to job creation today. And to give you some context, for some might wonder, my competency level in these discussions, especially starting from power. So my background is engineering. I studied electrical engineering from the University of Ibadan, and then engineering management at Tufts University in Boston in the US. And I've run a business in Nigeria for more than 15 years. Early parts of my business, we were running power, providing alternative energy to banks and companies across Nigeria. We kind of worked all around the country. And in later years, we've been in the software industry. Always had multiple diverse types of expertise. I've been in the software industry, providing software developers to Nigerian banks and companies across the world. We have Nigerian developers working for companies through Delon Jobs, which is our company. So generally trying to provide recruitment service to companies, and we train to enhance the talent gap. In, I would say that so job creation has been my biggest motivation since the inception of my business. As a matter of fact, what has kept me going for many years is the fact that I'm able to create jobs in Nigeria. Sometimes the Nigerian unfriendly business environment can push you out and get you totally disconnected. But when you think about the jobs you are creating, I think many CEOs are motivated to continue to push. Money is good, but also the fact that you're able to create jobs. I I dedicated a chapter, you know, to job creation and other things, and I'd like to talk about a few things today. Now, people talk about the formal market a lot. If you on LinkedIn, you see people talking about training, how to become soft skills, a lot of training for the middle class people. And we also do the same. My company provides software development training to individuals as well as the banks in Nigeria. So it's good we need to train, especially because there's huge talent gap right now. A lot of smart Nigerians are leaving, to Canada. They're traveling, they're leaving Nigeria. But because there are still a lot of talented people in Nigeria. I actually believe that there are more talents in Nigeria than Nigerians abroad. People don't believe that, but there are a lot more talents still in this country, in Nigeria, than the number of Nigerians that have moved. So we just need to train them. But today I want to talk about the informal sector. Our governors are responsible for this, not the federal government. How many times have you heard that a state government is organizing a training program for artisans? We continue to complain that tilers are coming from Togo, tilers are coming from Benin Republic. We don't have enough tilers in Nigeria. Now, we keep complaining, but I have not seen a government say we are going to train tilers. There's a talent gap. We should be ashamed as a country that tilers are coming to Nigeria from Togo and from Benin Republic to do better than Nigerian tilers. And I think our state government should take the blame. This has nothing to do with the federal government. That's a big shame. So you have to train people. So we're training people in Lagos, and my company does that too. But and I tell people, not just about the skill. Mechanics are hard. Good mechanics are hard to get in Nigeria today. A lot of skills are going away. Plumbers, carpenters. The state governments need to provide training at no cost, zero cost, to the informal sector. Find a way to talk to their trade unions. They have trade unions. Meet them, give them incentives to attend the training, tax incentive, whatever. You have to motivate them to attend the training and provide quality training to them so that we can have real professionals in Nigeria again. If we have good tilers, good carpenters, good mechanics, uh, good artisans, our economy will improve. People will be happier. Productivity will increase. And that is the responsibility of state governors. So when your governorship and when your gubernatorial candidates are reaching out to you for votes, you need to ask them this question and tell them what are you going to do to improve the informal sector. But one more thing I like to talk about the informal sector. These guys also need to be taught how to run business. Now, you see a barber shop open in Nigeria, in Abeokuta, Lagos, and in the next 1 or 2 years, that shop is closed. Or a mechanic starts business. The next 2 years, he's riding Okada. Why? He doesn't even know how to run business, competitive edges, marketing strategies. He doesn't need to. I'm not talking about computer digitalization. No, I'm talking about the local, old school way of marketing, old school way of being competitive, managing finance, what money to touch, how to calculate your profit at the end of the month, how to improve your profit every month. I am ready to provide that training free of charge. If a state government says, Delon, are you ready to provide business training to our artisans? I just need an interpreter. I may not be able to speak pidgin like I should, or I may not be able to speak the language. If I have an interpreter, I would do the training free. Because if you don't train these guys how to run business, the businesses will fold up quickly. And that's not good for economy. The American economy is built by the small businesses, not the big businesses. Enough of thinking too much about the middle class, upper middle class people, shell, banks. No, those ones will sort themselves out. They will be fine. It's time for us to think about the informal sector, and the government has to provide training, not just the hard skills, but also the soft skills, management skills, so that these businesses will survive. In America, there are businesses that are 40, 50, 100 years old, small businesses passed down to second, third generations. In Nigeria, small businesses die within a few years, months. So today, I'm challenging the electorates again. Ask your governors, gubernatorial candidates, about what they would do to help the informal sector. How will they help to improve the informal sector so that we can have good bricklayers, better tilers, better auto mechanics, better, you know, barbers? It will improve our economy. We have to help them improve their business. It's good for us when their businesses don't fail. They wouldn't go into kidnapping. The informal sector is a very important sector in Nigeria. And if they do their work well, I believe people will be willing to pay them more. When you pay them more for their services, they will be able to send their kids to school. They will be better in the society, and Nigeria eventually will be better. That's all I have for you today. I hope everybody has learned something. I hope our governors, help us, local government politicians will take this more seriously. Until I come your way again next time, I wish you a blessed week. Bye.